In this studio vlog, I will share what's been happening since the end of April when I last talked to you all, which includes lots of studio work and gallery prep and all sorts of other little tidbits. So I'll take you into the studio with me, and it's a time of intense change in nature, so I'll show you some of the beauty. But mostly I hope you can sit back and enjoy, grab some coffee, and come hang out with me in the studio. So as you can see, I've been busy painting. I've been super inspired by the coast. I think just the combination of slightly warmer weather, the sun, and all of the brilliant colors, it makes me feel alive, and I can't get enough of it. So I've been spending as much time as I can on the sand, observing the waves, sketching, flying my drone so I can get a new perspective, and photographing and taking lots of video for reference later, but mostly just really trying to absorb all the details and the feeling so that I can imbue my paintings with it. And I'll talk about this a little bit later, but these paintings will be headed to the gallery soon. For those of you wondering what you can do with your dirty acrylic water, I like to keep a bucket. Actually, I have a few buckets, and what I'll do is pour the used water, and as you can see, once you pour it in, it's very murky, but eventually, like in a few days, the big particles, the paint particles, settle to the bottom of the tub, and then the top section is all clear water, and you can very carefully pour the clear water into one of your brush cleaner tubs that you use while you're painting. So you're basically recycling that water, and all of the sediment, all of the particles at the bottom of the tub, you can either leave and just keep doing this, or clean them out with a paper towel and throw that away. But I just prefer to leave it. I usually have like 3 of these tubs at one time going so that I can always have clear water whenever I paint, or I can just fill this with fresh water, and eventually these will get full though, so you do have to clean them out eventually.
Are you the most precious? Yeah? Does you want to taste fruits?
This time of year is so magical. Everything is just bursting with life. There's so many blossoms. All the trees are budding. I mean, I'm really glad I've gotten a lot of my energy back and motivation and creativity, because I've been able to take advantage of all these really warm, wonderful days. I'm sure for some of you, that switch between burnout and getting my flow back, my creativity back, felt very sudden, but it really wasn't. It was a long process. You know, I'm always behind in editing, so when I share things, they may not be in real time. Some things I share in the videos could be over a month ago. I mentioned this last time, but yeah, anyway, it was a long process. But now that I feel like I'm just in that creative flow again, I've been working nonstop. I've been painting nonstop. Whoa, there was like... What is it? Do you have a friend? Hi, pretty. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Peter. I currently have to drink from the side with a straw because my whole right lower jaw, it's just like searing pain, and I have barely slept for 2 days. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, and I'm just, it's like I'm always scared of the dentist, but at this point I don't care what they do. Like something, I just need it to be fixed. So it turned out I needed an emergency root canal. Thankfully, right after I recorded that little moment, the dentist called me and said they had an opening in the next couple hours, so I drove 1 hour and 20 minutes to Inverness for the root canal, and even though that sucks, I felt so much better after. I mean, of course, it was still sore, so I gave myself a few days to rest and recover, and in those days I worked on computer stuff, I updated my website a lot, I worked on scanning and making stickers of all the plein April paintings, and allowed myself a little more downtime than usual. As I mentioned, I've been doing lots of gallery prep. I'm going to be delivering some paintings later this month and picking up some of the older paintings that didn't sell, which is something I wanted to talk about because I get a lot of questions about galleries. And I will be making a vlog of that experience of me going down there and meeting with them, and I will explain more things later. What happens is you give your art to the gallery, and depending on your contract with them and depending how much time goes by, some things simply won't sell, which is okay. And the strange thing is there's been times when I've given my work to a gallery, it didn't sell after a year, so I exchanged some artwork with them, and then the second I put that painting up for sale on my website, it's sold. Or vice versa. Paintings that I've had on my website for years, suddenly I give them to the gallery and they sell. So it's so strange how that works, but it's a good part of the process to be in open communication with the gallery and know that it's not personal. The artwork will eventually find a home if you put it out in the world. And the thing is, a gallery is a business, right? So they don't want to hold on to artwork for too long that they think may sell better elsewhere, and they want artwork they know that they can sell. So for this case, I will be delivering some coastal pieces, which is really good for a gallery to have like a small collection with a similar theme. So if all of these pieces are coastal pieces, they can tell that story a little better. When someone asks about the artwork, they can explain where they are, where the locations I painted are, because I tell them all of this information. And people like seeing a series of things. Series sell better. So if you have any questions about the process of working with a gallery or anything related to this, please ask in the comments so that when the time comes and I make the little video about it, I can answer those questions for you. One thing I started to do a couple years ago is making these little certificates of authenticity, but I never really had a way to make them like original except for to sign them with an actual pen. But I'm very excited because I recently invested in a small embossing kit, which means I can emboss these little certificates, which to me makes it feel that much more elevated and that much more special. So when the client sees it, they know it came from me, it came from my studio, and it's one of a kind. In my next couple studio vlogs, I'm going to show you my process for preparing for the art fair or craft fair. I'm not really sure what to call it. It's going to be in July and August, just one Saturday each month. So I'll have my own little table among many local growers and crafters and artists. And for me, the most important thing at this event will be to talk to people, just get my name out there in the local community and connect with other artists and creators, because I really miss that. So I will take you along that whole process. And of course, when the time comes, you will come with me to the craft fair and see what it's like.